Hello. So Tower of Adversity has reset in Wuthering Waves. And I have actually played through it already. I just wanted to make sure that the teams that I was going to use worked and I was able to complete it because I didn't want to waste too much time of me, failing and having to redo rounds and stuff like that. And so I actually came up with kind of two options that worked for me. And I wanted to run through those, even though I've already claimed all the rewards. Let's do it for fun, right? And so basically, I went with the tune strain people for this middle tower, and then used Sigrika on the other sides. And then in my second option, I used Aemeath here, and then Sigrika on these two, and then we can use some other teams on the other side. So I used Cartethyia on the left, and who am I thinking of? Phrolova on the right. So I thought I could try to run through those and see if I can replicate it. So in this first section, I went with Luuk, and because we don't have any other options for... I mean, I suppose there are other options, but I don't really have confidence in it. I decided to just use some different choices for Luuk, so I went with Sanhua, and then we can just use Shorekeeper. And I mean, this team is okay. I think he does much better with the Toon characters, so Linné and Mornier right now. And then we will be getting Denia, which will help him, as well as Aemeath. And Sanhua is here just because her intro boosts basic attack damage, which is, Luke's main form of damage, and, her on-field rotation is really short. Mine has very bad stats, so, don't pay attention to that. She's
Understood.
not,
I am here to serve your will.
geared well. Her
try to smile more, you say?
echoes are quite bad.
Like this?
But, she'll do. It'll be fine. So I want to see if I can replicate this. So it was a little bit close, just because of the sort of, wonky team. And, I'm not the best player. I have no problem admitting that.
Astral modulation.
I think we can do it again.
Pain relief initiated.
I do think this boss is relatively annoying just because she flies around a lot, and so she can cause, some misses.
Vessels entombed in daybreak. My scalpel etches your epitaph.
And I'm just going to do some extra hits there just to make sure that
I am the vessel.
he gets enough energy.
I engraft you.
Okay. So far.
Immediate procedure. Modality switch. Rise anew. Veins exposed. Excision. Blink. And agony I bestow. Eternal peace.
Doing good so far. Okay, we'll go ahead and break it there.
Split in four.
Ordained.
This is going better than the first time I tried this. I was getting interrupted constantly on Sanhua. Oh wow, I actually got the parry there even. That's nice.
Struggling to make things you more. Dissection! Gotcha. Return to silence!
Nice. Okay, that went pretty well, actually. So, the first time I did this, I actually got interrupted on Luuk. I got interrupted on Sanhua. I think I failed to dodge the first attack on Shorekeeper. And here we actually got a parry on Sanhua, so that was pretty nice. Had plenty of time to spare there. Okay.
modulation.
Oh, I didn't get the... There we go.
Stay behind me. Shackles be gone.
Oh, that was a little off there.
A change.
Pain relief initiated. Vessel slave bit imbalance ends here.
Go ahead and break this guy.
Modality switch. Game over.
We do end up with this annoying thing where
Daybreak.
I don't think I even hit anything with that.
I deliver.
But that is a problem here where the enemies get a little jumbled around and
I am the vessel.
they can get
From the heart.
knocked, which you can control to some extent, so that can become a skill issue
I
thing.
engraft you new.
You can bait them and
Behind. Lotus pervade.
such.
A change of perception.
Struggling only pains you more.
I know there is
Gotcha.
a cancel thing
Game over.
that people do on Luuk, and I don't know how to do it.
Return to silence. My scalpel etches your epitaph. Rise anew.
Do some extra attacks on him just to make sure he gets enough energy.
Form.
Because there's plenty of time with Shorekeeper, so that's nice. I didn't get the parry there.
In war with time.
Extra shields connecting.
Stay behind me. Shackles be
I think I
gone.
got the parry that time. Yeah, I did. Very nice.
Immediate procedure. Imbalance ends here. Dissection. Blink. And agony. I deliver. Merciful death. Time to incise.
Oh, from the heart.
We should just have this,
Modulation.
I believe. Assuming nothing silly happens.
A change of
Pain relief initiated. Ash takes form. Gotcha. As expected, veins exposed.
Yeah, nice. Yay! So, yeah, it was a little close on that one. But I do think it's nice that you can definitely do it with not the most optimal team. I mean, obviously, Shorekeeper is very good. Sanhua was actually very good, too. And I do have her at, Resonance Chain 6 and all that. But her stats are bad, so I take that as a little bit of a win. And then we'll go ahead and use Aemeath on these last two. And she can just, wipe the floor with these pretty much. And obviously this tower is suited for Hiyuki, who's coming up pretty soon, in a couple days. There's a Glacio Chafe thing in the buffs, but obviously we don't have her. And even if we, could magically manifest her, she doesn't have any echoes or anything, so, she would be at a disadvantage here anyway, I feel. You're probably not going to have a good day one build since her artifact set is new from what I understand.
Structural override initiated.
I paused weirdly there because I pressed the wrong button.
That's my signature. Shake it up.
And they're doing the thing where they like to go in random directions, which is annoying.
Come on, little one. Smile.
sparks. Ignite the world.
I think she is hitting them both though, so it doesn't really matter.
Through the void.
Her range is quite large.
Heroes on. Lights up.
Lights. Check. Cluster cannon ready.
The savior rises. Assuming master control.
It's good because then we can knock this thing off probably with the end of Linnea's
Initiating criticality protocol.
on-field time, hopefully.
Structural override initiated. Drive safe. Special delivery. Go boom. Shake it up.
I missed with that skill, that's fine. These enemies are very annoying as well, just because they move around a lot. teams. And they have this move where they fly up in the air and then they shoot these like tornado things. And this can be really annoying because it wastes time. You can dodge them obviously, so that's not a problem, but it takes a lot of time. And so if they, you know, end up getting that off, it can be very annoying. Alright.
Assuming master control.
We got the Thundering Mephis. This guy likes to do a lot of parryable attacks. And Mornier is actually really good at responding to those, I find. I did something weird there. Okay, I don't know what that was about. Something strange.
The night. Herald, first in light.
Good time to break him.
Light show of the finale. Fire!
Order companion body limit unlocked.
The savior rises.
Wow. Enough to kill him? Yeah! Perfect. Alright. So yeah, as I said, Aemeath is pretty monstrous in here. Very easy to clear with her. Okay. And I believe this is the other one. So that was the Thundering Mephis. I think this is the Tempest Mephis? It is. Well, that's kind of funny.
Command mode engaged.
So I think this is the one. Yeah, this one likes to do a lot of parryable
Order
moves.
execute. Authorizing maximum output. Structural override initiated. Drive safe. Special delivery.
So you can get a lot of reduction on his bar by just parrying him.
Where's the fire? Whirling up. Feather drill. Come on, little one. Smile.
He does move around a lot as well, which I think is not a problem for this team. But if you are dependent on, you know, making sure that your attacks actually do something up there, he can be really annoying to keep track of. He moves around a lot, and I totally agree with there. I messed up my combo. I don't think it's gonna matter. Okay. Because I think I got hit in the middle of that. A little silly.
Stars, hear my query.
But I think we're fine.
Structural override initiated.
Okay, I actually messed up there.
All targets in sight. Drive safe.
Because I
Don't blink.
used my echo and I ended up falling down. So that is definitely a skill issue thing there. That was very silly of me. Should not have done that.
That's all you got. Whirling up.
Okay, and then should be able to get rid of him with this move.
Reach the cosmos.
I'll chill here for a sec, just so I can make sure that we're actually hitting the Sovereign.
To the Savior's victory.
Alright. Now this guy is quite aggressive, and he hits rather hard, so if you're like me, and you tend to just try to face tank everything, you may run into issues with that, because he actually can kill you, as you can see. So you do have to kind of be careful and actually dodge his abilities, because he will wipe you out if you just try to, you know, ignore it. That's definitely something that I can work on. I tend to just do my rotation and not worry about dodging, and it's like, oh, you can't really do that because he doesn't like it. Hopefully I don't get killed here at Aemeath. Just a little bit low, relatively. Okay.
Objective lost.
Break in real quick.
Light wings activated.
Stars shine tonight.
Yeesh, almost a million. Crazy. Alright, and as you can see, that was fine. No problem there. So that clears the middle tower. The hardest one, obviously. And then we can go and clear the sides. These are pretty easy. So let's see. The first time I did this, I just used Sigrika, so we can go ahead and do that. And who did I use instead of Shorekeeper? I think it was Cantarella, maybe. Was it Cantarella? Again, a little bit of a wonky setup here, but
The tides have whispered of your arrival.
Sanhua's weapon. A little wonky, but you know, we don't have Shorekeeper, so you have to make do. Okay, let's try that. I'm gonna do a little bit of an extended rotation on Cantarella here just to make sure she has enough things.
Sink into the endless deep. Suffocate to sunken depths. Try not to blink.
Enough
What sleeps within
in church, I think is what I was trying to say.
one strike.
I said things, which is, you know, very descriptive.
Vanish. Constant. In chain.
Feel the push.
Okay, it does not actually. I tried to use the pole version there to see if it would to grab them, but it didn't. That's fine.
Take a breath and right here, engulfed by sea's venom.
Now this guy is risen to havoc, so Cantarell's not the best choice here, but
I'm not going to
it's fine.
Elvis.
What sleeps within their mandate calls. Judgment falls.
I probably should have broken there first, but it's fine.
Break like bamboo. Constant. In chain.
Grease my friends. Fascinate. True name. Illuminate. Huh?
Okay.
You're gonna remember this.
There we go. Excellent. Yeah. So even with sort of a weird team using Cantarella there, I mean, she does help because she casts a lot of echo skills, or counts as an echo skill, so that helps Sigrika to an extent, but, you know, gotta work with what we've got. So go ahead and use the same team here as well. And this dragon can be a little aggressive, kind of like the Sovereign, so I want to make sure I don't die. I'll try to actually dodge here.
Sleep in the whispers of silence.
Good, okay.
That tickles. Quite the standard, I see.
What
Quite the
sleeps
standard, I see.
your life.
Oh, some jellyfish still there. That's funny.
Constant. In chain.
Thankfully I didn't get hit by that. I think that would have interrupted her. Make sure we get this attack off.
1, 2, 3.
At least with using someone other than Shorekeeper, you don't have to worry about her Stellar Realm being out of range of it, because as huge as it is, I always seem to end up getting sort of chased out of it by the enemies, and I just find that silly.
One strike. To settle it all.
Break him, we're done with this. I did have to redo my combo. That's fine. Alright, and no problem. We had just like 45 seconds to spare, so... Excellent. So that's a full clear of... Obviously, I'm not going to show, you know, the first 3 on the towers because they're super easy. You can... You know, I think I sold them with Brant on this side, so those will stay completed every time, so there's really no reason to show those. But yeah, so that's my first time that I cleared it with those teams, and then I tried it again with different teams just to see, you know, how it would go, just to have some different options. So I'll go ahead and reset these and reset this as well. And then we can go ahead and just do this one. So I used Cartethyia on this side. Okay. And again, we have a sustain that's Havoc, so it's a little bit silly because there's Havoc resistance here, but again, it really does not matter too much.
Come, meet your end. Flicker into form. Structural collapse.
Annoyingly, these guys did spread out.
Connection severed. Thanks for watching.
Not going to be too much of an issue, I think, here.
Let the show begin. Collapse. Oceans bow before salvation.
Hopefully I can kill this guy before... Yeah. Come over here. So far away. Alright, Lacey got the big hit. That's all that matters. I do a little kind of separate rotation, or not really separate. I go through Cartethia's moves again just because I kind of have low energy on her, and I want to make sure that she can get her ult back in time, so something that I do. It does take some time, obviously. Yeah, I've got the parry there, that's good. I'm gonna break in as soon as we can.
Thanks for watching. Perfect wrap up. Listen, the trio of destiny. Crumble. Heavens, descend. Repent. For silence beckons. Exonerate. Sentence before.
Just fine.
Sounding the death knell. Vexing windstorm.
Kill him.
Sweep all the way.
Bam! There we go. Alright, so that was no problem. I did try using Phrolova here, and I think I could have gotten it. I know these are obviously, again, Havoc resistant. I do have Sig weapons on Phrolova and Cantarella, and so it was close. I was like a couple of seconds off, so I think if I had fiddled with that a little bit more, I would have been able to do it, but you know, it's not a big deal. So, and this side I went with Sigrika. You could obviously use Cartethyia here as well. Did I use... Oh, no. Wait, we're gonna use Sigrika in the middle. Okay, I'm getting confused here. I used Phrolova here. That's why I was gonna... Getting a little confused. It's early, you know. I woke up and I was like, oh, I remember Tower of Adversity is gonna reset. I wanna do that and get ready for the day. Good day so far, having fun. Dodge that. I'm proud of myself. And that one, okay. Hit with something. Now, can we do this with with Rochia not getting interrupted? No. Oh my god.
Surprise. Unexpected plot twist.
Happened again. Wonderful. Fun. I love that. We love when that happens. Okay. Well, that was okay. That didn't happen. Just ignore it. Pretend that didn't happen. Yeah, I got a little sloppy there, but it's fine.
Will the approaching sounds be beautiful enough? Symphony of life. We wither life or death. No alternative. Witness. Blossoms being milled. Arrow sent. Mamma mia!
I dodged your tail that time, dragon.
I'll warm up the crown.
I'll keep you company. Sink into the endless deep. Thrust forth in fury. Ensemble.
Thus, is symphony of life.
See, much better this time.
Heed the echoes. The soul.
And then thankfully we'll get her rotation, the part of her rotation while he's incapacitated.
Mamma mia!
Don't have to worry about that too much.
Figure out performance. I'll warm up the crown.
Hit there.
By seas venom. Smother the sunken depths. Oh, this will be oblivion.
The carriage repeat. Begin.
Oops. Hey, don't get too sloppy here now. You get cocky and die. Okay. Alright, so that was that one. And then we will go ahead and use Aemeath on this part. I'm sure she will obliterate these first two floors. Getting better. I'm actually trying to dodge now.
Order exit. Initiating criticality protocol. Structural override. Drive safe. Don't blink. You'll miss the best part. Shake it up.
And as I said, this boss moves around a lot and flies and things, so
Whirling up.
it'd be kind of nice to do it with Aemeath because she just really doesn't care. She's just like, I can hit everything.
Soul singing harmony.
Doesn't matter where you are.
To the Savior's victory! Solar flare, eclipse!
Light your
I wonder if that'll hit. Will it hit?
fire.
Order complete.
I don't know, actually. Oops. Yeah, that was sloppy.
Cluster cannon ready.
I think that missed, actually, so maybe I should be a little bit more cognizant, you know. It's just like, okay, you gotta come down now.
Assuming master control.
Alright, so I spoke a little too soon. But, you know, and that's mostly a me issue. Obviously, these bosses can be, you can practice against them and just dodge their moves.
Tie a bow and call that my signature. Shake it up. Name your color. Whirling up.
System integration complete.
Fly high.
Truth, reach the cosmos.
Blade cleaves the night.
Peril, burst in light. Projection.
The world is mine to guard.
Objective.
Ghosts don't feel pain.
Body limit unlocked.
The savior rises.
No, it didn't, actually. Interesting.
Assuming master control. Access confirmed. Stars, hear my query.
Okay, this is a little bit wonky. Bear with me.
Processing complete. Drive safe. Shake it up.
know I did that more than anything out of order. It's fine. Okay. So, you know, it went fine. Mostly the problems were my errors. And I don't know about that Aemeath. Oh, maybe it didn't crit or something.
All targets in sight. Attack confirmed. Authorizing maximum output.
Share token. Yeah.
Structural override initiated. Don't blink. You'll miss the best part.
What? Okay, I don't know what happened there.
I'm just getting started.
Oh, weird.
That's all you got? I'm just getting started.
I did something weird. It's fine.
Thunder drones assembled.
I feel like that's all I say is, oh, I messed up. It's fine.
Starlight over the seas.
Scorch through the void. Projection.
Heroes on. Lights up.
Blindness. Check. Body limit unlocked.
The savior rises.
That's more like it.
Ghosts don't feel pain. Master control. Locked in. Leave it to me. Order execute. Stars. Hear my query. Structural override. Drive safe. Go over here. Special delivery. Goes boom.
Messed up a little bit with that. It's okay.
Mine. One more. Need a ride, sweetheart? Shake it early on. System integration complete. Smile.
Sparks. Ignite the world.
Soul sing in harmony.
To the Savior's victory. Eclipse.
The world is mine to guard.
Objective. Logged. Cluster cannon ready.
The savior rises.
Go back down to the floor. Okay? Cleared it. So, that was pretty easy. Alright, and then we can... She's singing. We can go ahead and use Sigrika here. And I just need to change this weapon really quickly.
Understood. I am here to serve your will.
Wherever he is.
Your call. I'm ready.
Oh no, he's on Emerald. Okay. Alright. I did, I believe, try doing this with Cartethyia at this part, and I had trouble, so kind of had to rely on Shorekeeper. Maybe better players can do Cartethyia or some other sustain option or whatever.
Sleeps within that room. One strike to settle it all. Break like bamboo. Next. Constant.
Let
In
me
chain.
greet my friends.
Okay, grouped up. Good.
True name, illuminate.
Afraid that missed. Did I hit the bird? I think I did. I don't know.
Ordained. Astral modulation.
Yeah, this bird can be irritating here because if Sigrika misses her attacks, it just takes so long. I won't run into that.
Let me greet my friends.
Yeah, see, that's exactly what I was talking about. It does that stupid thing. Calm down! Oh my gosh. Annoying. So annoying. Stupid bird. Yeah, take that. You're gonna... Might run out of Shorekeeper's Stellar Element. Good.
Leave it to me.
new.
It's just so annoying.
Within bamboo. Your life
Because it doesn't feel like I mean, I guess it's sort of a skill thing, but it just feels like it's an arbitrary, you know, RNG. Oh, they decided to move, you know.
Know what explosion means? You're gonna remember this! Oath from the heart. Demons stay calm. In war with time.
what sleeps within bamboo. One strike to settle it all. Dash. Constant.
Let me
In chain.
meet my friend.
I messed up the,
Know what explosion
there.
means?
Oh, that was it. Oh, okay. I wasn't even paying attention to the clock. I thought we had another boss there for some reason. Okay, well, that went well. Okey-doke.
Perish will not. Astral
Run a little closer to him so he doesn't push me out of bounds.
What sleeps within bamboo. Your life is mine to take. Break like bamboo. Constant.
Let me.
In chain.
Take turn. Detonate. Just a tiny slip straight to the stars. Pull your head. Turn up. Ordained.
That went pretty much as well as it could have.
Graft renew.
What sleeps within bamboo. One strike to settle it all. Constant.
Let me.
In chain.
Okay, we got parry there. Where? Okay.
You're gonna remember this! Huh? Vow from the soul. Astral modulation.
What sleeps
Hoping we
within
didn't have
bamboo.
to deal with that during his part, but okay.
Mandate calls. Judgment falls.
And pretty good luck so far.
In chain.
Got parry.
Step.
Excellent. Very good.
True name? Illuminate! Detonate! Ordained.
Doing okay on time, right? Yeah.
Diminish. I am graft renew.
What sleeps within bamboo. One strike to settle it all. Nothing that won't do. Step forth.
I get interrupted there. That's
Constant.
alright. That's alright. Got time.
Know what explosion means? Just a tiny slip. This is Jedi, and I could go.
Oh. Okay. Yes, for all eternity. So we got a little lucky there. Well, not really luck, but so actually I think Sigrika would have died with that hit, but Shorekeeper's passive kicked in and saved her. So thank you, Shorekeeper. We appreciate it. And so that's my two versions of Tower of Adversity with some hiccups here and there, but you know, it's fine. It's just, I keep saying it's fine. We can just quickly look at the characters as well. So there's that. She's on her Sig with.
There you are.
Oh,
Your
we're
call.
lagging. Okay.
I'm ready.
He's on the standard sword. I do have him on Moonlit Clouds instead of the other set that he tends to use.
Understood.
Show Creeper is
I am here to
on
serve your will.
Variation. Could probably improve her a little bit. There's Luuk. He's on Sig. Aemeath.
Look, a laser sword.
A laser sword indeed.
Pretty cool, right? Power levels. Precision calibration.
He's on Discord. I would really like some
Combat
more
efficiency.
synchronization ranks of this.
Queen.
Hopefully it comes up pretty soon in one of the banners. That'd be nice.
Got a long bucket list. Good thing I've got time to check every box.
Who else do we use? We use Chisa.
Scissors at the ready.
We did not use her. We used Phrolova.
The power to split and merge matter. The divinity may foresee the future of the world, but I
Sounds
doubt they can
static.
predict which song people will play tomorrow.
Standard banner. Who else did we use? Cantarella.
The tides have whispered of your arrival.
And Rochia. She could definitely be improved. She's on the new standard gauntlet. I think that was it, right? So, yeah, that's Tower Adversity. So, just some options there. I do wish that I could show off some, you know, using maybe 4-star characters or more 4-star weapons. I do have a lot of the Sig weapons. No resonance chain, though, so there's that. Everyone is at, you know, they're just their base, no dupes. So, it was kind of fun. I'm really happy with Sigrika for a character that I was going to skip. She is so much fun to play. Her damage is great, and she's just an enjoyable character. I am glad that I got her. So, looking so much forward to this new patch. Hiyuki and Denia look to be real great additions, so I'm planning on getting both of them. And we'll see how that goes. I'm curious to see once Hiyuki actually gets like her actual set and stuff, if she can do well in this tower, since it is kind of geared toward Glacio Chafe and all that. And that's it. So until next Whimpering Wastes, I guess. I think this is the first time I've recorded Tower of Adversity. Just wanted to try to see how it went and, you know, play through it. Nothing special, but it's just something to do. So, all right, I hope you're doing well and everything's great. I hope your Hiyuki rolls go well. I'm in like a couple days, so I hope that you get everything you want and that you know, everything's going well. I'll see you next time.